Hello Rossonero fans, welcome again to this new episode of our AC Milan Talk. Each week we're going to be meeting here to discuss everything about AC Milan and their latest engagements and their next matches upcoming. So we're ready, so let's begin. I'm not alone talking about everything regarding AC Milan. I'm with my partner for this journey, Sheridan. Welcome.
Hi Giusy, ciao, hello everyone at home, the Rossonero fans.
So let's start by talking about the latest game of AC Milan. It's a painful topic, the Super Cup against Inter in Riyadh.
Yeah, it's one of those matches where you just have to try and learn from it and then try and move on. It didn't go well. It's always painful losing a final. It's always painful losing to the cousins, Inter, but that's part of football. You can't win every match. And Mr. Pioli's job now is to lift the team up, to lift the players up for the next challenge, Giusy.
Of course, it's a bitter loss also considering the incredible support of the Rossonero fans at the Riyadh Stadium. They literally painted black and red, didn't they?
Yeah, the fans came out and showed tremendous support, but as you can see in the faces of Davide Calabria, Simon Kjaer, Olivier Giroud, it didn't happen. Let's just say nothing went right for Milan and everything went well, everything went correctly for Inter. Sometimes it happens in football, Giusy, and when that happens, you just have to pick yourself back up and fight for the next challenge.
Of course, as you said, AC Milan will try and react from this disappointment, of course, and what happened shall not have consequences inside the dressing room. And of course, Stefano Pioli, our coach, had something to say about it in his post-match interview along with Simon Kjaer. So let's listen to their words.
È una delusione forte, ci mancherebbe altro, è un trofeo, è un'occasione. C'erano tanti tifosi milanisti che abbiamo trovato dappertutto in questo posto e mi dispiace non essere riusciti a giocare una partita migliore. Dobbiamo assolutamente ripartire, dobbiamo assolutamente ritrovare più energia mentale, più leggerezza, perché è chiaro che non stiamo giocando ai nostri livelli, lo sappiamo, ne siamo consapevoli, e quindi però il campionato e la stagione è ancora lunga, quindi abbiamo sicuramente la possibilità e il dovere di fare meglio.
Dobbiamo analizzare questa partita e poi ripartire. Non c'è tempo per mettere la testa giù, però ovviamente questa partita fa male. Il discorso di giovani per me è finito. Dobbiamo crescere come squadra, dobbiamo prendere la responsabilità su una partita così. Non abbiamo messo la nostra identità, non abbiamo fatto la nostra partita e su quello dobbiamo imparare e dobbiamo guardare bene. È stata una serata molto tosta, soprattutto mentalmente, però anche su questi momenti sappiamo dobbiamo trovare la nostra identità, dobbiamo lavorare sulla nostra identità e dobbiamo migliorare in tanti aspetti del gioco.
The trip to Saudi Arabia was not only for the game, but also 3 main events took place there. One of them was the opening of a pop-up store. We have to say many fans showed up. The other one also was along with Franco Baresi and Daniele Massaro. Of course, we have to say that this club counts 7 million fans in Saudi Arabia, so everyone was really happy to show up. What do you think about it?
It's an incredible number you just said, G. You know, 7 million fans in that part of the world is a real honour and a tribute to the power of Milan, power that was created, history created by that man there, Mr. Franco Baresi, one of the finest sweepers or liberos in the history of world football. Daniele Massaro, a fine goal scorer. Those guys built the history and lifted the trophies that make and continue to sustain the support for Milan across the world. Look at them; they look cheerful and happy, enjoying the nice weather in that part of the world.
Not only that, we also went to visit some kids in the hospital of Prince Mohammed bin Abdulaziz and also hosted a meet and greet with the fans at the Puma store. Here we see the images. See how many fans. Look how happy they are.
They are. It's just to get close to legends like Franco Baresi and Daniele Massaro is a dream for people as far away as they are, and it's just something special. Perhaps it's a chance they never thought would happen. They thought Franco Baresi was someone they would only see on television and YouTube, but look, he's loving it. He's enjoying life, and why wouldn't you if you get to meet a couple?
Do you know
of
actually how many fans showed up? 500.
500 fans.
That's right.
That's a real tribute to the power.
Also,
of Milan.
Demetrio Albertini was there.
Of course, so there he is in the middle. The midfielder in the middle is how it should be, yeah.
Exactly.
No, it looks like a really fun event, and it looks like a special chance to get closer to Milan.
So, of course, now we've talked about what happened in Saudi Arabia. We have to get back to the Serie A, of course, what happened against Lecce, the draw in the very last minutes. What did you think about it?
Tough result to take, really, but it's just one of those things. The matches, the performances aren't quite going as well as we'd like at the moment. But as I said before, after we were discussing the Supercoppa, that's what happens in football. It's very rare that you go through an entire season and everything is perfect, Giusy. It doesn't happen, let's be honest. There are moments when things don't quite go as you want. You can see Mr. Pioli, they're under a bit of pressure in the rain there, and this was the goal to make it 2-0 for Lecce. Exactly. And you know, it was not a great goal to concede. The defence perhaps could have done better. He celebrated it, Mr. Pioli, thinking there, but Milan turned it around and took a point.
And they fought back.
There you go, exactly. That's good work from Giroud. Bit of a scramble, and then it's that man, Rafa Leao, does what he does. Wonderful finish.
We will continue to talk about it, but not just by ourselves, right?
Well, yes, Giusy. I can confirm that we have a special guest who I hope is with us. Joining us from the Netherlands, from Groningen, is Michiel Jongsma. Hello, Michiel.
Welcome.
Hi there. How are you guys?
We're very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
We wanted to ask you, before we talk about the current season, about the special relationship between AC Milan and the Netherlands. There are some very famous players who have represented your nation in red and black.
Yes, absolutely, and some of the finest footballers of this country as well. It's not just Marco van Basten, Ruud Gullit and Frank Rijkaard, but Jaap Stam has been at Milan. Even Nigel de Jong, Clarence Seedorf, a big one, of course. And the Netherlands have always had a special relation with Italian football. The most famous football magazine in the Netherlands, Football International, actually had an Italian tribute magazine once, and there could only be one man on the cover as well.
Oh,
there you see him.
Look at that.
The man from Utrecht himself.
That's wonderful. Is that your private copy, Michiel? Is that your private copy of the magazine?
Yes, it is.
I'll send Sheridan one.
Yes, please.
I'm sure you will appreciate.
I will.
No, it's great. And bringing it back to you, do you have any fun experiences of being in Italy or any holiday trips to Italy and talking about Milan with the locals?
Well, yes, absolutely. I was very blonde as a kid. I'm not now anymore, unfortunately. But yes, when I was a kid, I was always, very much loved in Italy and in the north of Italy. So we love to go there, obviously. And we always went to football games as well. And one time in the early 90s, we went to Saronno for a friendly against Milan. And this was the side with players like Donadoni and Maldini. And these days you have Google Maps sorting out the route, but those days you had to find it out by car a day in advance. So my parents went to find out where the stadium was, and then they locked the key inside the car.
Oh no!
So we needed to go back to the stadium.
That could happen to me.
Yeah.
I don't drive though.
Still,
I can leave the key
so.
Someone else's key.
How did you get out of the situation? Did the nice Italians help you because you are Dutch?
Yes, I think so. I think that was the reason, because they gave me ice cream, which was good, and they showed us around the stadium. And the next day, when we were at the friendly, the director saw me standing there waiting for some autographs to get signed. And yes, they pointed to me and said, yes, come along, come along. So then I ended up in the Milan dressing room with all the greats. So that was fantastic. So I have a special bond myself with Milan as well.
It was nice to switch to a cheerful moment for a while. We were just talking about the Syria situation right now for AC Milan, the last match against Lecce. I don't know if you got the chance to take a look at it, but of course we ended up in a draw. And what do you think is the matter right now? Is it the mental approach or is it tactic?
Yes, I think the mental approach is a bit of an issue. I think against Lecce, I think Benacer, Giroud, and maybe Leao were three of the ones that really played to their normal level. But it's a very young side. I think it's good to remember that a few years ago they were not in the Champions League, and now they are competing, and you can have a bit of a lesser period. And I also think that Lecce have been quite good in recent months. They had a good result against Lazio. They had a good result against Atalanta before the World Cup. So it sounds like a terrible result, but to get back from a 2-0 down is not actually that bad when you consider the current form of the side.
Also, let's take a look forward to what's going to happen in the next match day. We're talking about the game against Lazio, Sheridan.
Yeah, it's actually a good thing to play a big side like Lazio, Giusy, because when you're struggling, you want big matches, you want opponents that will test you, which
see, we can see the next fixtures right here.
There you go, Lazio, AC Milan. Lazio, who played in the Coppa recently, Coppa Italia in Rome. Milan were obviously in Saudi Arabia, so there's some travelling to be done for Milan and not for Lazio, which gives Lazio a tiny advantage. But Milan, when you're champions, you have to overcome all the obstacles and all the odds. And as we say, Milan's second place, there's a long way to go, Giusy.
It's a long way to go, that's right. But still, Coach Pioli, actually, it's hoping to be getting back Krunic in the match against Lazio.
Yeah, that would be a great bonus to get Rade Krunic back, because he brings such an energy, such a dynamism, and the more injured players that can return to the fold and can make an impact.
So, Mikhail, what did you think about the game?
I think it's actually a good game to have right now, because as you say, Sheridan, it's a big opponent, but Ciro Immobile is not there. And Milinkovic-Savic is struggling a bit. Only one assist in his last 8 games and no goals, so that's good. Felipe Anderson has found a bit of form, but in general, I think, yeah, this is a good game to turn it around at this point.
We also have actually this is the win of last year, 2-1 against Lazio, and that's what we're hoping. Seeing Giroud as happy as he was last season.
In this match, wasn't there a very late goal from Sandro Tonali?
That's right.
I think, if I remember correctly, this could be it now. Very dramatic goal. That was a near miss from Junior Messias. But yeah, I mean, I confirm everything we've been saying, that it's a tough place to go. There it is, Sandro Tonali. That was when, I think that's when people outside the club, fans, began to believe that.
Yeah, actually, this was a crucial game on our Scudetto race.
It was.
Definitely. And we also have a graphic talking about how Lazio has been doing lately, with the goals that they conceded, say 15 goals, 10 clean sheets and 8 goals in the last 15 minutes.
You have to say that Maurizio Sarri, the Lazio manager or head coach, if you prefer, has been. You prefer head coach, do you?
No, actually,
I like
prefer manager.
I'm English, but it's okay.
I use manager as well.
Good. It's a lovely phrase.
I thought you would say I was wrong.
No, I'd never say you're wrong. I'd never say that. And Maurizio Sarri has tightened up the defence and made them very difficult to score against. So it won't be easy. Anything that Milan get in Rome, they really have to earn, Giusy.
Of course, we also need the best from, some of our forwards, some of our defenders. That's something that we have to get back on shape. You say that? Get back on shape?
Yeah, get it to return to good form, to get in good shape psychologically, also physically. It will be an exciting match. I think it'll be a tough match, but it's the perfect match to bounce back after a difficult moment for the Rossoneri.
Any last questions for our guest before we saying
I've got
goodbye?
one last question for Michiel. How can I say thank you very much in Dutch?
Oh.
Heel erg bedankt. Although I know that you prefer dankjewel, but heel erg bedankt.
I want to
no
listen
chance.
to you repeating it.
I can say dankjewel. Is that how you say thank you in Dutch?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's
Well,
perfect.
from Giusy and I, we say dankjewel, Michiel Jongsma.
Thank you for being with us. Hope to see you soon.
Nice man.
Of course. The guests that you bring, actually, you have to know that is Sheridan choosing our beloved guests.
Beloved guests, yes, absolutely.
Lovely. And he always chooses the hardest ones to pronounce for me.
International languages.
No, you do that on purpose.
These are lies. It's an international show, and next week we'll get someone with the hardest name in the history of the world for you.
Nice, thank you very much. Now that we talked everything about the first team of AC Milan, we will switch to the AC Milan world of our women. So AC Milan women beat Parma 2-0 in the last match. Of course, now Rossonero have 22 points. What do you think about it?
It was a good victory against Parma. We spoke last week and said that Parma are struggling. They're bottom of the league. So
yes,
we expected the Rossonero to win. There's confirmation of the 2-0 and some of the other results. But, you know, you can go into matches expecting to win and it doesn't always happen. So
of course,
3 points, 2 goals, a clean sheet. I think everyone's happy.
3 points behind Fiorentina, that we can see it on the table. Actually, Fiorentina comes from a terrible loss, 7-1 against AS Roma, so... Yeah,
they're going to be slightly irritated, slightly annoyed.
Definitely.
So you have to respect every opponent you play against. But after the victory in the Coppa Italia against Lazio, 7-0, this is Milan with the 2-0 in the women's Serie A, making Martina Piemonte with her head, just telling her teammates it was me with my head. And I think the ladies are in good form and should be confident.
Right
chance
now,
to see the goal.
Exactly. We also have some new purchases that came in last week. 3 new players, actually. One of them was Shante Dumpig, one Ona Sevenius. Actually, this is the last goal we're going to see before.
Bit of a lucky goal, but in football,
exactly.
in football and in life, Giusy, sometimes you need luck.
That's true. Also, since we were talking about it, about the market, here we see the graphics.
These are the new faces, yes, exactly.
Sevenius and Baluli. We also actually have an interview.
Are those names okay to pronounce for you?
Well,
yeah,
they're tricky, but still.
You just want them to have only Italian players, so you can just say Italian names.
But you try me way too much. These are easier. We also have an interview from the from Baluli, actually, so we're going to listen to her words with her jersey on for the first time.
Je me sens bien, je suis contente d'être ici et on m'a bien accueillie et j'ai hâte de commencer. Je dirais qu'en tant que milieu de terrain, je suis assez technique, je suis à l'aise pour voir le jeu, pour éliminer et du coup je peux rendre un bon service à l'équipe. Oui, c'est vrai que j'ai grandi à l'Olympique Lyonnais, je suis restée 11 ans, j'ai beaucoup appris en formation et aussi avec les pros, parce qu'il y a des filles qui ont beaucoup d'expérience. J'ai voulu venir ici pour voir d'autres expériences, car j'en ai vu à Lyon et je voulais m'intéresser à d'autres choses. Ce que je peux apporter, déjà, comme je l'ai dit, je suis assez à l'aise techniquement. Je pense que je pourrais les aider dans ce domaine-là. Ensuite, je vais tout faire je vais tout donner pour être la meilleure de moi-même et puis apporter ce que l'équipe attend. Merci de m'avoir accueillie et je vais être la meilleure de moi-même et merci.
Born in 2004, she's a midfielder coming from Lyon, and our Sheridan here really liked the the background music, so we're going to take a...
Cheerful music, it was pleasant, cheerful music.
To introduce one of our new players, so...
Absolutely, it makes sense as the season, you know, becomes more serious and we enter the second half of the season, get some new faces in, some fresh blood, some new impetus, and welcome to all three of those players, and let's hope that they make a really strong impact and do wonderful things in the red and black.
Also, the next match will be the one against Sampdoria. The latest match against them ended up 2-1, so we're hoping to get another great result against them. So here's the next pictures that we see here on the table. So
yeah, again, Sampdoria similar to Parma in the sense that they are having a difficult season, but they won't be easy to beat. Milan will have to be on form and have to take it seriously. As you say, Giusy, this is the most recent meeting of the two sides.
Exactly.
Sampdoria took a very early lead, and look at the sunshine. Sampdoria took a very early lead in that beautiful sunshine way back. It feels like a long time ago, but Milan turned it round and got the victory, which was under pressure. Looks like Aslani to me, Kosovare Aslani, great cross from captain Berga. Valentina Bergamaschi. It's a wonderful cross, Giusy.
We can also now switch topics since we're talking everything about the first team and also AC Milan women. We can now switch by talking about the under-19. So the latest game was a loss to Inter. What do you think about it, Sheridan?
We've talked a lot about losing to Inter in this programme. I think it's best to do the same as the first team will do, just to move on. Lost to Derby, regroup, recalibrate, come up with a plan and come back stronger.
Next match on the actual fixture will be the one against Hellas Verona on Sunday at Puma House of Football. Here's the next fixtures all on our graphic. What do you think is going to happen?
It's just a chance to reset, just to get back to winning ways. There have been highs and lows for Mr. Abate, Ignazio Abate's team this season, and you can tell by their position in the table. It's not a great position, 16 points, but the quality is there, the potential is there, and I believe in this team, in this group of players to have a good second half of the season, beginning with the match at the weekend.
So our under-19 is actually 16 points at the moment. Actually got surpassed by Inter in the latest game, but still there are plenty of matches to be played. Is that right?
There's a long way to go. There's things to look forward to, including the UEFA Youth League. So there's plenty of positivity. Wasn't so much positivity in the most recent match, the Derby della Madonnina. It just didn't quite happen for Milan in this fixture, but there is a lot of quality in the squad and there's a lot of exciting attackers. The defence had been fairly solid hitherto, but that's a goal that won it for the Nerazzurri, and you will have bumps in the road, you will always have difficult moments. The trick, the special thing is to overcome those problems.
Of course, against Sheridan, it's time to say goodbye. Will you miss me?
Already? Well,
That's
it's gone so quickly, hasn't it?
It's going to be one whole week until we see each other again.
It's going to be difficult.
I'm sure we have now plenty of memories.
Yes, yeah,
to remember each other by.
And you've got plenty of time to learn foreign names, international names.
Of course,
so,
yeah. You have to like send them in like a few days before, so I can read them, learn them by heart.
I will do that. I'm a gentleman.
Thank you very much. So thank you for being with us. Our AC Milan talk. We will see each other next week to talk about everything regarding AC Milan. Thank you again, Sheridan Bert.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, Giusy, and have a good week, everyone at home.
See you to the next appointment of our AC Milan talk. Ciao.